What if your entire reality could shift in an instant, not slowly, not after years of effort, but right now? You wake up tomorrow morning and something feels different. The same world, the same people, the same air, but somehow you know it's not the same. The vibration has changed. You've changed. For a moment, your mind tries to make sense of it. Maybe you just slept better. Maybe you're imagining things. But deep down, you feel it. Something inside you has moved, like an invisible switch was flipped. That's the moment you've just taken your first quantum leap. You see, life doesn't always change through time. Sometimes it changes through frequency. The universe doesn't respond to what you say, it responds to what you vibrate. Every thought, every emotion, every belief you hold is a signal. And right now, the question is simple. What signal are you sending? For most people, reality feels heavy, predictable, and unchangeable. They wake up in the same loop, same routine, same fears, same results. They think change means doing more, but real transformation doesn't come from action first, it comes from awareness. When your energy shifts, your world rearranges itself to match that new frequency. That's the secret of the quantum leap. It's not about learning new information, it's about becoming a new vibration. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your life as a movie playing on a screen. You've been watching the same scene again and again, the same job, the same struggles, the same thoughts running on repeat. Now imagine that you suddenly change the channel. The movie doesn't end, it simply shifts to a different timeline, one where you're thriving, one where things finally make sense. That's a quantum shift. That's the power within you that most people never awaken. Science calls it probability, spirituality calls it alignment, but in truth they're the same thing, energy responding to energy. The outer world is a mirror reflecting your inner vibration. If you change your frequency, the reflection must change. It's not magic, it's physics. So why doesn't everyone do it? Because most people are asleep, trapped in the illusion that reality is solid, that life happens to them, not through them. They wait for proof before they believe. But in the quantum field, it's the other way around. You must believe first, before the proof can appear. And that's where the leap happens. That's the moment when something inside you says, I'm done living by the old story. I'm ready to become the frequency of the life I desire. It's not easy, because the moment you decide to shift, the old world will test you, people will doubt you, your mind will whisper, be realistic. But remember this, realism is just another word for limitation. The universe never asked you to be realistic, it asked you to be energetic. If you want to change your reality, you must change the signal you send out every second. The universe isn't listening to your words, it's listening to your energy. When you feel stuck, the universe mirrors back situations that confirm that feeling. But when you start vibrating confidence, gratitude, peace, even before you see results, the quantum field begins to rearrange everything around you to match that frequency. You don't need to fight for change, you need to align for it. Because energy moves faster than matter, and when energy moves, matter follows. Maybe right now you feel lost. Maybe you've been waiting for a sign, something to tell you it's okay to start again. If you're hearing these words, this is that sign. The leap doesn't require permission, it only requires decision. Think about it. Every breakthrough you've ever had started with one thought. I'm not staying where I am. That single thought carried a vibrate ion powerful enough to pull you into a new reality, not because you forced it, but because you matched it. The greatest illusion is that life happens over time, but in the quantum world, time doesn't cause change, frequency does. You can be living the same year again and again, calling it growth, when in truth you've only moved in circles. Real growth happens the moment your energy jumps, when your mind, body and soul align to a new pattern of being. There are infinite versions of you existing right now, the confident you, the healed you, the abundant you, the peaceful you. And in every moment, you're choosing which one to tune into. Your attention is the frequency dial. Where you focus, you flow. So ask yourself, what station have you been listening to? Fear, doubt, scarcity? Because that's the soundtrack that shapes your life. But here's the truth. You can change it at any moment. You can decide Today, I'm tuning into a different vibration, and the universe will begin shifting everything to match that signal. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. This isn't just theory. It's been proven by countless stories, people who changed their lives overnight by changing their state of being. They didn't wait for circumstances to improve, they improved themselves first, and life responded. Your job is not to control the outcome. Your job is to align the frequency, because when you vibrate at the level of your desired reality, that reality has no choice but to find you. You've already seen glimpses of it, those moments when things just click, when synchronicities line up, when life feels like it's flowing effortlessly. That's not luck. That's you stepping into coherence with your higher self. The more often you visit that state, the more your life begins to reflect it permanently. Most people live backwards. They wait to feel successful before believing they are. But the quantum truth is reversed. You must believe first and let reality catch up. Feel abundant now. Feel loved now. Feel free now. Because the universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. If you knew that your next level of life was just one frequency shift away, how would you start living today? Would you still think the same thoughts? Would you still hold on to the same fears? Or would you breathe, trust, and finally step into that version of yourself you've always imagined? The moment you decide, truly decide, that your life is meant for more, the quantum field rearranges itself, the right people appear, the right ideas come, opportunities align, because your decision acts like a command to the universe. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the architect of your vibration. You're constantly transmitting and receiving signals. You are the sender, and reality is the mirror. So here's the invitation. Stop waiting for your life to change. Change your frequency, and your life will follow. If this message reached you, it's not by accident. You're being called to wake up, to leap, to remember that you are not trapped by what is, you are guided by what can be. Your quantum leap doesn't start tomorrow, it starts the moment you believe. And as you continue through this journey, I'll show you how to recognize the signals, how to align your energy, and how to shift from the version of you that's surviving to the one that's thriving. Because the truth is, you've already begun. You're already shifting. You're already stepping into a new vibration. You just have to stay awake long enough to see it. If these words resonate with you, pause, breathe, and feel this moment. Because this isn't just another video, this is your mirror, and the reflection is changing. Comment below, I'm ready for my leap. And remember, this is only the beginning. Your next chapter is waiting to unfold. If you're ready to keep exploring this transformation, make sure to subscribe, because what's coming next might just be the frequency shift your soul has been waiting for. What if the reality you dream about is already waiting for you, just vibrating at a different frequency? Every possibility of your life already exists, but your vibration decides which version you live in. Imagine two worlds overlapping. One where you struggle every day to survive, and another where everything flows effortlessly, where life feels guided, almost magical. The only thing separating them is your energy. The quantum field doesn't respond to luck or effort, it responds to alignment. You don't chase your dream life, you tune into it. Like a radio signal, it was always there, you just weren't on the right channel yet. So let's talk about alignment. Alignment isn't about pretending to be positive all the time or ignoring your pain. It's about becoming real with your emotions, feeling them, and then choosing not to stay stuck in them. Every time you decide to shift your focus from fear to trust, you step closer to the frequency of your higher reality. That's how the universe recognizes your readiness. Because when you change your inner state, everything around you must respond. Maybe you've noticed moments where things just started clicking out of nowhere, where the right people appeared at the perfect time, or where something you wanted suddenly found its way to you. That's not coincidence, that's quantum alignment. Most people misunderstand manifestation. They think it's about forcing the universe to give them something, but the truth is, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. You can't live in doubt and expect certainty. You can't vibrate scarcity and expect abundance. The vibration you carry is the magnet, and your world is simply reflecting it back. When you understand this, you stop chasing and start aligning. The moment you act, speak, and think from the version of you who already has what you desire, you've already made the shift. The universe doesn't wait. It responds instantly. It rearranges everything behind the scenes, like an invisible current moving pieces into place. But here's the tricky part. The moment you begin to shift, resistance appears. Old energy, limiting beliefs, and past versions of yourself start pulling you back. It feels like everything is falling apart, but it's not. It's falling into place. The universe is testing your frequency, asking, are you sure you want this new reality? Are you ready to hold it? You might feel lost for a while, but that's because you're between worlds. No longer the old you, but not yet the new you. This is where most people give up. They think the darkness means it's not working. But in truth, it means the transformation has begun. You're shedding the vibration that no longer serves your future. In those moments, silence becomes your greatest teacher. The quiet between the chaos is where alignment happens. When you stop forcing and start trusting, you start hearing the whispers of your higher self. They guide you, not through logic, but through energy. A feeling that says, go there. A spark that says, call them. A thought that feels different from the rest. That's intuition, and it's the language of the quantum field. It doesn't shout, it vibrates, and when you follow it, you're literally walking through doorways only energy can open. The quantum shift isn't about controlling your reality, it's about surrendering to it. You don't need to figure out how everything will happen. The how belongs to the universe. Your job is to decide, to feel, and to align. Think of your thoughts as seeds, your emotions as sunlight, and your trust as water. The more consistently you nurture your vibration, the faster your reality grows into the version you've envisioned. People will call it luck, destiny, or coincidence, but you'll know it's none of that. You'll know you should, but if did your energy and life simply caught up? There's something deeply beautiful about realizing that your future isn't coming to you, it's already here. You're walking toward the version of yourself who's been waiting all along. Every time you feel gratitude, every time you choose peace over panic, every time you decide to act from love instead of fear, you're stepping closer. You might not see the results immediately, but energy always moves first. The visible world is just the echo of your vibration. That's why it's said, when nothing seems to be happening, everything is actually happening. Now imagine this. You wake up one morning and everything feels lighter. You're not worrying like before. You're not forcing things to work. You're simply in flow. People treat you differently. Doors open that used to be closed. You feel connected to something larger than yourself. That's the moment you'll realize alignment isn't something you do. It's something you become. You've shifted your energy so deeply that your external reality had no choice but to change. Every day you have the chance to realign. It doesn't require hours of meditation or complicated rituals. It only requires awareness. When fear comes, pause. When doubt whispers, breathe. When everything feels uncertain, remind yourself that energy never lies. If you hold the vibration of peace, peace must return. If you hold the vibration of abundance, abundance must respond. That's how the quantum field works. What you send out, you receive back amplified. So if you're ready to move from confusion to clarity, from effort to flow, start small. Begin with gratitude. It's the fastest frequency to align you with your higher reality. Feel thankful now, not for what's coming, but for what already is. Gratitude bridges timelines. It tells the universe, I already have it, and in that instant you do. Your new reality starts forming, not someday, but now in this very moment. But the truth is, you don't have to become something new to shift. You have to remember who you truly are. You're not limited, powerless, or unlucky. Your energy in motion, consciousness expressing itself through vibration. You're meant to create, to evolve, to shift. And once you truly understand that, you'll never go back to the old way of living again. Because the quantum world doesn't wait. It mirrors you instantly. The moment you decide to be the frequency of your dream life, it starts finding you. So if this message found you today, it's not random. It's a reflection of your readiness. Something deep inside you is awakening. You're remembering that you are the creator, not the consequence. And as you keep watching this series, you'll begin to feel it, the magnetic pull of your higher vibration calling you home. Don't resist it, step into it, align with it, because every thought, every feeling, every breath you take is designing your next reality. If you're feeling the shift already, type in the comments, "I'm aligning now." Let it be your declaration to the universe, and remember, this is only part 2 of your journey. The next chapter dives even deeper into how energy rearranges your destiny once you fully surrender to your vibration. So stay tuned, because the next part might just show you the exact key to unlock your new timeline. Don't forget to subscribe, because your frequency is rising and this journey has only just begun. Every major shift in your life begins in silence, long before the world notices. The universe doesn't announce transformation with noise. It begins with a whisper, a pull inside you that says, "There's something more." Maybe you felt that lately. A strange restlessness, a knowing that you're meant for something bigger, but you can't quite name it. That's not confusion. That's your old frequency fading, making space for a new vibration. But when your energy starts rising, your world begins to rearrange. The people you used to understand suddenly feel distant. The goals you once chased now seem meaningless. It's uncomfortable, yes, but it's the discomfort of rebirth. You're not falling apart. You're falling into alignment. This is the part of the journey most people never talk about, the in-between, the space where everything feels uncertain, where old doors close before new ones open. It's the quantum void, the gap between what was and what's about to be. In that void, your only guide is faith. Logic won't help you there, because this isn't the world of reason, it's the world of energy. The moment you trust the unseen, that's when the unseen starts trusting you. It begins to show you signs, repeating numbers, sudden coincidences, dreams that feel too vivid to be random. Those are not accidents, they're breadcrumbs leading you toward your new timeline. You see, reality doesn't shift when you get what you want. It shifts when you become who's ready to receive it. Think about it. The future version of you, the one who's calm, confident, abundant, free, already exists. Every time you act, think, or feel from that version, you merge with it a little more. That's the real secret behind a quantum leap. It's not about time, it's about vibration. When your energy matches your desired reality, time bends. What you thought would take years starts happening in weeks, even days. The universe doesn't measure effort, it measures frequency. But here's what no one tells you. When you start embodying that new version of yourself, your old world will resist. People might misunderstand you, situations might test you, and your fears will scream louder than ever. That's because your old reality is collapsing. It's not a sign to stop, it's proof that the shift is happening. The quantum field is reordering itself to match your new vibration. Every challenge, every delay, every strange twist is part of that process. The universe isn't against you, it's responding to the signal you're sending out, a signal that says, "I'm ready for more." And once you understand that, you'll stop seeing resistance as failure. You'll start seeing it as feedback. Every time something doesn't work out, it's not rejection, it's redirection. It's the universe saying, "Not here, not this, there's something better." So instead of fighting it, trust it. Trust the pause, trust the delays. Trust that what's leaving your life is creating space for something greater, because everything that's truly meant for your frequency can never miss you. It will find you effortlessly once you align. You might wonder, but how do I stay aligned when everything feels uncertain? The answer is presence. The present moment is the access point to the quantum field. The more you anchor yourself in the now, the more power you have to shift. You can't change your reality while living in memories or worries. Every time your mind drifts into the past or future, gently bring it back. Here, now, feel your breath, feel your heartbeat. That's energy moving through you. That's the signal that connects you to everything. When you focus on presence, you become the creator again, not the reactor. Let me tell you something powerful. The universe doesn't respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you believe you already are. If deep down you believe you're still not enough, your reality will mirror that. But the moment you start feeling enough, not someday but now, everything begins to shift. You attract people who value you, opportunities that recognize your worth, and situations that reflect your new identity, because the outer world is nothing more than the mirror of your inner belief. Have you ever noticed how, when you truly let go of something, it suddenly starts working out? That's the paradox of energy. When you stop forcing, you stop blocking. When you release the need, you release the resistance. The quantum field doesn't respond to desperation, it responds to trust. The moment you stop chasing, you start attracting. That's when reality bends, because you're no longer vibrating lack, you're vibrating certainty, and certainty is the purest form of alignment. Right now, somewhere in the infinite field of possibilities, the version of you who already made it is watching this video, smiling, knowing you'll get there, because deep down, you already know this. The universe has never been against you. It's been waiting for you to remember who you are, a creator, not a victim, a master of energy, not a prisoner of circumstance. And when that realization sinks in, you'll feel something shift inside you, like a silent click. That's the sound of your new reality locking in. So as you listen to this, breathe deeply. Feel the energy around you, alive, listening, responding. You're not just hearing words, you're tuning your vibration. You're aligning your frequency to a future that already exists, one that's been waiting for your permission to unfold. The moment you believe it's possible, the universe begins to rearrange everything to match that belief. And maybe that's why you're here, right now, because your next chapter is ready to begin. The version of you who doubted, hesitated, and feared is fading away. The version who trusts, who knows, who creates, is awakening. You are the shift. You are the frequency. You are the energy that reality responds to. If you felt this message resonate deep within you, comment below, "I am the frequency." Let it be your signal to the universe that you're ready to live your highest reality. And remember, we're not done yet. The next part will take you beyond belief into the actual mechanics of how energy bends around your decision. So stay connected, keep your vibration high, and don't forget to subscribe, because your leap is closer than you think. There comes a moment in every journey when you stop searching outside and start remembering within. That's the point of true transformation, when the seeker realizes the truth was never somewhere out there, but always right here, beating quietly inside. You've been taught to chase success, to control outcomes, to plan every step, but the universe doesn't work through control. It works through connection. The quantum field is not a distant mystery. It's your own consciousness reflecting itself back at you. Everything you see, every person you meet, every situation that appears, it's all responding to your vibration. Life is not happening to you, it's happening because of you. Imagine this. Every morning you wake up, you stand at a doorway between infinite timelines. On one side lies the version of you who repeats the same story, who doubts, who fears, who waits for a miracle. On the other side lies the version who creates miracles effortlessly, who trusts, who lives with flow. Which doorway you step through depends on one decision, the frequency you choose to hold today. That's your power. You don't need to wait for the right time, the right sign, or the right person. The right moment is always now. The quantum field doesn't wait for you to be ready. It responds the instant you align. But here's the beauty of it all. Your alignment doesn't come from perfection. It comes from presence. The times you cried, doubted, or failed weren't wasted. They were recalibrations. Every breakdown you've experienced was your energy shedding what couldn't exist in your higher frequency. Every loss was preparation for gain. Every ending was a coded beginning. You've been learning the language of energy all along, and now, finally, you're fluent. You see, the quantum shift isn't a one-time event, it's a lifestyle. It's waking up every day and asking, what frequency am I choosing today? Because your emotions are your compass. Gratitude lifts you higher, fear pulls you lower, love expands you, resistance contracts you. Every emotion is a signal, and every signal creates a reality. You are the broadcaster of your universe, and the signal you send determines the world you receive. So instead of asking, when will things change, start asking, what am I broadcasting right now? Maybe you've noticed, since you started this journey, things already feel different. You're more aware, more awake, more sensitive to energy. That's not your imagination, it's evolution. You're not the same person who began this video. Your frequency has already shifted. The fact that you're still here, still listening, means something inside you knows this truth is real. You're not here by accident, you're here by alignment. The quantum field brought this message to you because it recognized your readiness. And maybe, just maybe, this is the moment your new life begins. Not when you finish watching, not when you reach some external goal, but right now. Because the second you decide, your energy moves. And when your energy moves, the universe moves with you. That's the secret that was hidden in plain sight all along. You don't have to chase your future, you just have to become it. You don't have to force your reality. You only have to remember you're the one creating it. Every thought, every feeling, every breath is a command to the universe, and the universe, in its infinite precision, responds with, as you wish. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel that. The energy around you isn't empty, it's alive, aware, listening. Every vibration you send out ripples through dimensions you can't yet see. Every act of kindness, every spark of gratitude, every heartbeat of love. It all echoes back to you multiplied. You are not a small being lost in an infinite universe. You are the infinite universe, expressing itself through one unique frequency, yours. And when you start living like you know that truth, everything begins to change, not slowly, instantly. The truth is, 2026 isn't just another year on the calendar, it's an energetic doorway, a massive quantum shift in collective vibration. The world is changing faster than ever, but not everyone will feel it the same way. Those who cling to the old will feel chaos, those who align with the new will feel clarity. You get to decide which side of that shift you'll stand on. The ones who thrive in 2026 won't be the ones who work the hardest. They'll be the ones who align the deepest, because this new world won't respond to effort, it will respond to energy, and your energy is your destiny. So if you've come this far, you're already part of the awakening. You're already vibrating on the level where magic, synchronicity, and flow become your normal. The old world will try to pull you back, but remember, you are no longer who you were. You've crossed the threshold. You've remembered your power. The universe is already rearranging itself around your decision. Take a breath, feel it. This is the new you, the one the world's been waiting for, the one who doesn't ask, will it happen, but says, it's already done. You've learned the truth most people spend lifetimes seeking, that the universe doesn't choose favorites, it simply reflects frequencies, and now that you know how to tune yours, reality itself will respond to your command. If this message resonated with your soul, write in the comments, I am ready for 2026. Let the universe see your declaration, because you're not just watching a video, you're initiating a shift. You're aligning your energy with your future. And as you leave this space, carry one truth with you. The quantum field is always listening, always responding, always mirroring you. So speak, feel, and think as the person you wish to be, because the universe has already said yes. If you felt this energy, make sure to subscribe, because this is not the end. It's the beginning of your awakening. The next video will take you even deeper, beyond thought, beyond time, into the place where all realities begin. Until then, stay aligned, stay awake, and remember, 2026 will respond to you, because the quantum power within you has already awakened.